course, in a situation like this, where the needs are great, and you know, the areas, some areas are inaccessible. I mean, there's been such a collapse of buildings, the roads are covered, we can't get in. It's very difficult. So people, you know, are going to have a feeling in some pockets that they've been abandoned, which is not the case, that nobody's been abandoned. But if they have that feeling, and if they see that they're not getting the assistance they need, they could start to take matters into their own hands. And that is always the danger, that in a situation like this, you know, it could become more volatile. So we are very conscious of that, and we're doing everything we can to, with troops and police at our disposal, to make sure that stability is maintained. And we can bring other soldiers in from the surrounding countryside where there's been no damage to help bolster the situation if necessary. But for now, sporadic pockets of looting, but basically, you know, it's calm. Of course, behind that, under those rubble, in all those buildings, we are going to find hopefully some survivors, but inevitably bodies. And already I think that the government said it's buried 7,000, and there are many more that will come. I mean, the overall estimate of casualties by the government itself is about 100,000. That cannot be verified at this time, but it seems like a likely number. Certainly the losses are huge and vast, and the needs are very, very great. We've relocated to our logistics base, which is within the precinct of the airport, where we have our own air terminal. And all of the staff who were formerly working in the headquarters that was destroyed have moved here. So we're living and working in offices. We've taken over offices belonging to colleagues. We're now very crowded, sleeping on the floor, sleeping on the grass outside at night, eating ration packs, bottled water, trying to stay clean and trying to deal with, of course, all of the many demands. But we're basically living and working in the logistics space. The seaport needs to be rebuilt because supplies can't come in. It's been damaged in the earthquake. The airport is now functioning, has some assistance with additional air traffic control and movement control personnel coming in to help because there's so many planes landing and taking off. Generally, we're doing everything we can, and when I say we, I mean the United Nations large, the United Nations family in Haiti, plus the assistance from the international community and the donors, to doing everything we can to get the aid to those who need it most as quickly as possible.